Hello dear students, welcome back to the video classes of class 7 science, and today we are going to learn about chapter number 8, that is soil, and this is the part second of this chapter. In the previous part we have discussed about the soil, that what is the soil and what is its importance. Okay, and also we have discussed that what is soil profile in detail. Now in this part we are going to learn about the formation of soil, that how the soil is formed, and about the soil erosion and how we can prevent the soil from the erosion. Now students, how the soil is formed. So there are many different factors that comes together to create a soil, and the process that makes the thousands of years to reach an equilibrium. And that means students, the formation of soil, it requires the weathering. Okay, like there is the requirement of parent rock from which the weathering is done. Okay, and this will takes thousands of years. This is not happening, the formation of soil, it is not happening on a particular day, it takes thousands of years. And the main soil forming factors, that are the climate, like the climate, topography, the parent material, that is the rock that is used to make the soil, time, biological factors like what type of animal is there, what type of plant is there, what type of vegetation is there. Okay, this will also important, like the vegetation means when it will going to be dead or decaying, the process is done, what is happening at the end of it, you will get the humus. Okay, and that humus, when it is mixes with the soil, it will forms the soil more fertile. Okay, it will forms the good textured soil. So that is why the vegetation is also very much important factor that form the soil. Now next is what, the different combinations and the intensities of soil forming factors lead to different soil types. Okay, like this climate, topography means the specific site where the soil is formed, the parent material, these all things are varies from place to place, like the climate is varies from place to place na? So that is why the soil is also different from place to place. Okay, even in India also, if you are moving toward the northeast region, if you are moving toward the Deccan Plateau, there you will find the black soil. If you are going toward the near the coastal area, there you will find the red or the yellow soil. Okay, so there is different variation among the different type of soil. Okay, and these all factors are very much important for the formation of different types of soil. Now what is weathering? So weathering, it is a term which is described for the formation of soil, like for the breakage of the rock. Okay, the rock is breaked into fine particles, and that particles are what, these are the soil particles. Okay, and this, according to the size of the soil particles, we will say that the soil is sandy, or the soil is silty. Okay, or there is the clay soil is present. So according to the size of the fine particles from the rock, we will define any kind of soil. Okay, so weathering, it is a process of formation of soil particles from the rock only, or the breakage of rock is done to form the soil. Now the second important thing is the factors of soil formation. Like here in the previous also you have learned that the organisms, like the microorganisms, so microorganisms are also very much important for the formation of humus. Okay, the formation of humus is also important, and this is done um, so soil humus is also very much important, because it is good in the nutrient composition. Like the humus, it is also known as the organic content, and that organic content, it is rich in carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Okay, so organic content, it is very much essential for the formation of a good soil. Time is important, the parent material is important, and climate. So these are the different factors which defines the soil, which are important for the formation of soil. Now let us find out that, students, the rock, it will, when the weathering is done, the rock is changes into fine particles. Okay, and this process is for this process the rock is also very much important. So there are basically three types of um, rock particles are there, which are the igneous rock, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rock. Okay, so igneous rock is what? This igneous rock is formed due to the cooling of molten magma or the lava. Okay, the example of the igneous rock, that is the granite or the basalt. Okay, the second important type of rock, it is the sedimentary rock. So sedimentary rock is what? It is formed by the deposition of weathered minerals, okay, which are driven by the igneous rock. So this igneous rock, it drives lots of minerals, okay, and that minerals, when they are deposited at a particular place, it will forms the sedimentary rocks. The example of the sedimentary rock is what? It is the sandstone or the limestone. Okay, and the third important type of rock is the metamorphic rock. Metamorphic means the rock which have capability to change its texture. Okay, so this metamorphic rock is formed by the physical or the chemical alternation of existing rocks by heat or pressure. Okay, so when the existing rock acquires some pressure or temperature, then its composition is changed. Okay, it will changes into some other type of rock, and that particular type of rock is known as metamorphic rock. Okay, like the example is what? It is the gneiss or the marble. Okay, the marble, it is the example of metamorphic rock, and these types are interconvertible. like uh, like there is the igneous rock, it is when the erosion is done, okay, it is forming a sand particles, and this sand particles, it will compact, okay, it will accumulate and compact to form the sedimentary rocks. And when this sedimentary rock acquires some heat and pressure, then this rock is again converted into metamorphic rock. Okay, and this metamorphic rock, when it will melt, it will form the magma. And you know that from the magma is what? After cooling, it will form the igneous rock. So these are interconvertible. Igneous rock is directly able to make the metamorphic rock when the heat and the pressure is acquired by it. Okay, or this metamorphic rock, it is able to form the sand when the erosion is done. Okay, so here you can get the sand, students. Sand means the larger sized soil. Okay, so this is what is required for the formation of soil. Now the climate, the second important thing is the climate. That climate also defines the type of soil. That the most powerful soil forming the factor, okay, forming factor is the climate, and it is both temperature effect and the rainfall effect. Temperature controls rate of chemical reaction. Warm region soil are normally more developed or more mature than the cool region soil. And rainfall affects leaching. Leaching means moving of the water downward. The pH, that defines the acidic or basic content. And the soil aeration. Aeration means presence of air in the soil. Now the cryoclastismo. Okay, so what is it? It means the weathering of rock, it is done by the cryo means something related to the cold temperature. Okay, That means in the rock particles, in the large rocks, what is happening, the water is accumulated. Okay, the water is accumulated in it, like the when the continuous rain is happening on the particular rock. Okay, continuous rain is happening throughout many years, then this rock, it have some crack. Okay, it develops some crack in it, or you can see, say some crevice is developed in it. Okay, and in that crevices, the accumulation of water is started. Now what happening, once the accumulation is started, after the accumulation of water in winter season, in winter season, that water is going to be converted into ice. And you know the ice have capability to expand. Okay, it can expand, and when the expansion is done, then there is uh, the crackling occurs in the uh, rock particles. Okay, so this will breaks the rock easily. So that is known as the cryoclastismo. Now the physical weathering means the breakage of the rock by the action of the rain or the wind. Okay, here in the image you can see the breakage of rock particles is done by the action of water. Okay, so that is why it is known as physical weathering. Here nothing is happened. Again the rain, after a long exposure to the rain, there is the crack developed in the rock particles, and when the water enters in that rock particle, after in the winter season, that water get expand and make the space in the rock. Okay, make more space in the rock particles, and that is the start, there the crackling is started. So this crack is developed deep into the rock particles, and there is the formation or the breakage of rocks done. So this breakage of rock particles, it is known as the weathering, and here this is done by the water. That is why it is known as physical weathering. So weathering, if it is done by water or air, it is known as physical weathering. Now there is also a kind of weathering by the lichens. So lichens are what? This is the relationship between the algae and the fungi. Okay, where these organisms are living together, this makes the lichen. So how the lichen is doing weathering, like wherever it is accumulated, it will forms the acid. Okay, and that acid decomposes. Okay, decomposes the rock particles. So this lichen is producing the acid that will degrade it or decomposes the rock particles. Okay, here the fine rocks are released from that rock particles, and these are goes downward with the flow of water. And wherever the water is throw out this fine particles, like in the deltas, there it will form the soil particle. Okay, when it is mixes with the humus and other important things. Now there is basically some type of soils: the black soil, red soil, and laterite soil. Okay, so now what is black soil? As you can see in this image, the black soil, its color is black, or it is also known as cotton uh, soil. Okay, because on the black soil the people can grow the cotton plant. Okay, so this black soil, it is good for the cultivation of cotton plant. Okay students, and these are basically found in the Deccan Plateau. Okay, uh, and this black soil, it is made up of igneous rock. That is why its color is black, and also it has capacity to retain water. That is why it is good for cultivation. Okay, and this is present in Deccan Plateau and also in some part of Gujarat. Okay, some part of Gujarat, this black soil is also present there. Now this black soil, it is also known as Regur or the black cotton soil. Okay, its color is dark gray and it has high clay content. Clay is more. okay, present in it. And that is why if clay is more, that means it can retentive. Okay, retentive means it can hold the water, it can retain the water. Now it is when the summer comes, okay, when the temperature is so high in the hot weather, there is some cracks are developed in it, okay. And in that cracks, what is happening, the air is goes and make the soil aerated, okay, make it aerated. So crack is developed, and in that cracks air is goes downward and make it aerated. So that is also good for the cultivation purpose. And this soil is suitable for the growth of cotton, okay, rice. And in that you will also find the calcium, magnesium carbonate, alumina, okay, these nutrients you can find. And but this soil is poor in nitrogen content, organic matter, and phosphorus, okay. And the particular crop that is grown in the black soil are, the very famous crop is the cotton crop, and that is why it is also known as the black cotton soil. But you can also grow the sugar cane, the groundnut, the millet, rice, wheat, oil seeds, okay. And it is found in the Deccan Plateau in some part of Rajasthan and Gujarat, okay. Now next is the red soil. So red soil, as you can see in this image, this is red. Can you guess that what makes the soil red? That is the iron oxide, okay. Iron oxide is present, that makes the soil red. Now students, what is the quality of red soil? That such soil is found in the region where the igneous and metamorphic rocks are found. The previous one, that is the black soil, it is found in the region where there is the igneous rock, but this is found in the metamorphic rock also, okay. And its color is red due to the presence of ferrous and the humus content. And this soil are porous. Porous means it has ability, it has some space, okay. And in that space the air can goes and reach there, and the water can leach downward. And it is also fertile, okay. And the area where you can find the red soil is the coastal area. Coastal areas, why? Because this red soil is found in the high temperature areas, okay, where the rainfall is less. So this is found in the Goa, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, and Jharkhand, in the coastal part of these states, okay. And you will grow the groundnut, the ragi, and the tobacco easily. Now the third type of soil is the laterite soil. So laterite soil, it is very famous, okay. And this soil, it is developed as a result of excessive erosion by the rain. That means this soil is developed where the rain is happening, okay, in large amount. And that is why if the erosion is done, that means the upper layer is goes down from that, okay. And due to the heavy rain, the humus content from the top soil is descent into the lower strata, which is called the leaching. That means from the top of the laterite soil, the humus, it will goes downward, and that is known as leaching, okay. The leaching, by the process of leaching, the humus is goes downward. And that is why the soil, it has less humus content, okay. But yes, it is fertile also, but not very much fertile. And the area where you will find the laterite soil, it is found mainly in the mountainous region of the Deccan Plateau of the Karnataka, Kerala, Odisha, and some northeast region, especially in the mountainous region, okay. Now the importance of soil. So we have importance, like this soil, it supports the life, okay. And this is also known as the important resource for us. And in that we can produce our food, fibers, fuel, and medicinal products. And this soil absorb, or it can store, alter, purify, release water, okay, both for the plant and for the animals. These soils are it is very good for the source like the nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, calcium, magnesium, and there are many more nutrients. So we can get our nutrient requirement, the plant get our nutrient requirement from the soil only. Soil erosion means depletion of the soil. Okay, soil erosion is a what? It is a gradual process that occurs when the impact of water or the rain is detaches or removed soil particles, and that causing the soil to deteriorate. Okay, so deterioration means the depletion of the layer of the soil by the action of water or by the action of uh, rain, water and the wind. Okay, so this soil deterioration is low, and the low water quality due to the erosion and the surface runoff have become more severe problem, it causes more problem worldwide. Okay, and this is happening due to the our action, like we are doing deforestation. Okay, we are cutting trees, and that will affect the mm, that will causes the soil erosion. Okay, like the movement of the soil is easily happening when there is no trees. Okay, so deforestation, it is a major cause of soil erosion. Now the next is the agent that causes soil erosion. So there are two type of agents, that is the natural resources, the water and the wind, and the human activities like the overgrazing by the animals, okay, overcropping by the human beings, and the deforestation. Then causes of soil erosion. So the causes of soil erosion, it was the deforestation means cutting of trees. Okay, the cutting of trees is mostly happened, that is causes soil erosion. Like students, the roots of the soil, it can hold the water, it can hold the soil, and it will not allow the soil to move outward. Okay, but what is happening, if there is no roots by of the trees, then this soil is free to move. Okay, and when the water is coming, when the flood is coming, this soil is moved with the flow of water. Okay, that is in the flood that is happening. So this is also happens when there is deforestation is happening. Okay, and nowadays the deforestation is happening more and more for the formation of buildings, for the formation of the roads. Okay, and the second important thing is what? Overgrazing by the animals. Like students, you know, the overgrazing or the grazing of animals, it will the when the grazing is happen with a large amount, what is happening, uh, the fruits or the seeds are not formed by the trees or by the plants. Okay, and if there is no seed is formed, then what happens, this grazing field, that field is not available for the animals all the time. Okay, like if the plant is once it is grazed by the animal, then in the for the next season there is no more plant, because the animal, it can graze all the crops. Okay, so it will not leave the seed there, and that is why the overgrazing is also hazardous, or it will also causes erosion. Like this, overgrazing is also happening. Okay, deforestation means cutting of the trees. Then forest fire is also the major reason for the erosion of soil. Like this type of flood, when these type of floods are come, this will erode the soil upper layer. Okay, now soil pollution is also happening by the farmers, like they are using the chemicals, and that chemicals, when these are goes down, it will causes pollution to the soil. Okay, and this soil degradation, it is happens when there is the flood comes. Okay, and this will takes its nutrient or the rich soil content with it. Now students, this is all about it. Thank you.